Hello, 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 hello. How's it going? I don't know if this is up. I'm going to assume so. I'm gonna have to look and find out to see if it is live. It seems to be. We'll check out audio just real quick. I don't know if the audio works at the very least. Now, can I change the thumbnail because I didn't know how to do it beforehand. Change. Ooh, okay. We're cooking. Let me cook. There we go. It should be changed. So I think it's now the same thumbnail as the video that I just uploaded, which is obviously a little bit, at least, what this is about. At least partly what this is about. We're going to be playing some Genshin. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be doing that kind of stuff, okay? Erashi6937 commented, "Let him cook" on the video. What do I say to that? Like Walter White or Eric Ten Hag, but for Genshin nerdy theories. Oh no, for nerdy Genshin theories, I mean. There we go. Nice to see people wanting me to cook here. So how's it going, everyone? If anybody is indeed here at all. I think I have resin and condensed resin. I have this transient resin. I have some resin I would need to spend probably first and foremost to anything else. I think where is weird domain here? Weekly domain. Well, we'll start with this at the very least, and then see what we do. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything you'd like to ask about the theory, then by all means go for it. I am here, so you know, nothing wrong with doing that. Taking advantage of me whilst I'm here. Let's go with this basic team. It does the job, with a tiny bit of struggle, but it does do the job. I'd quite like to do a Genshin tier list video as well, because there's so many of them. Well, that's not why, because obviously that's just an oversaturated thing. But I'd like to see, you know, can I do something cool, unique with it maybe? I don't know. Like, do I do how powerful characters are in lore, perhaps? I think that is actually an interesting one, to think how powerful these characters actually are in game. Like, you know, sure, Venti isn't actually that strong in game, but he's pretty strong in into that. I think. Is he? He is. He got shanked up. Let's say that'd be putting it kindly. He did get shanked up by, like, the second weakest for no, actually. What's her name? I can't remember her name. Signora. She's not the weakest, is she? Or second weakest. She was up there a little bit. Just nothing crazy. Hey, how you doing? Fucking die, bitch! I'll take it. I'll take it. Am I gonna get eaten now? Eat me! Eat! I also don't have my face cam on because my eye is dying right now. And it somehow just randomly gets worse if somebody looks at my eye. And so I feel like streaming with it won't be the best thing. So I've kept it off for today at least. Normally I wouldn't. But you know, it is what it is. Shit. Ah! That's fine. Wasn't even worried at all. Not even close. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Get pitched on! Bro, he's so low now. This is gonna be the easiest end ever. Can I Zhongli ult him? No! Zhongli ult is weak. I feel like I don't even have the worst crit on him ever. Zhongli ult just is bad, to be honest. But he is so good. Is there anything else that I need to do for like a weekly thing? I don't care enough, I don't think. I don't think I care enough to do anything else for the weekly thing. What day is it? It's Saturday, which means we got order. Oh, just randomly asking, should I wish for Janyon? Is that her name? Cloud Retainer, basically. Where is she? Here, do I wish for Cloud Retainer? What's her name? Janyon. I've not wished in a while. How much pity am I on? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41. 41 pity, so that's pretty close. I can get a 5-star, but it would be a 50-50. Is she good? Is she good? I feel like, I don't know, is she good with Zhao? Because Zhao kind of lacks, like, Zhao needs, like, very specific supports, I feel like. And so he has, like, Faruzan, I think, is a good support for him, right? I think Faruzan was made for Wanderer, but I think she works well with Zhao anyway. What am I looking like for artifacts? How full am I? I'm pretty full up, which is a little annoying. What am I full up with? I'm sure it's just mainly locked artifacts I'm never going to use. You know what? I could actually just... Oh, there's so many locked ones. Look at all these, like, maiden ones, because it's in the viridescent one. Right, I'm never using this. Like, it's locked from, like, when I did it probably a couple years ago. And I just haven't, like, got rid of it. Like, that's okay, maybe. Like, maybe there'll be a character who I would need this for, who needs crit. Although I do doubt it. I can't really imagine it. I mean, double HP doesn't sound like the worst for this domain. Like, there's a couple ones that are okay. But ultimately, most of these can just... They can just go. Like, I'm not going to need them. Quite clearly. Yeah, like, what is this? What's that for? There's quite a few I could get rid of if I just go through it, but that is so boring. I'm not doing that on this stream. I'm not just going to untick all these. What we'll do is we'll craft them up, put them in the box, and then maybe level some up if I still need more room. Hopefully not, though. Where is it? It's convert. Oh, Mystic Offering. It's called Mystic Offering. What do I need? I feel like I need Echoes. I need Echoes and Vermilion because Zhao and Ayato, I think neither are great with their set. I don't think he even... Yeah, he doesn't have one yet because I've not had the chance to. Ayato at least has a set. The stats aren't amazing on crit damage. The crit rate's okay. Crit damage could be better. But I think I'll do it with Zhao because he's so bad that he doesn't even have one yet on his own set. I just have, like, what he used to have. This is his, right? Yeah, this is his. So I just took a bunch of these bad artifacts in. And see what we can get. Probably nothing, because I am so unlucky with these artifacts. Especially for Zhao. I don't know, I doubt anybody here has actually watched the original Zhao wishing video I did. Because that's old now. That must be a couple years old, actually. Yeah, in fact, that must be, like, 2 years old around to the day, no? Like, about 2 years ago today, I feel like it will have been that video. Ooh, that's good. That's good. I don't know if I feel like Feather might be something I have of his already. Okay, that's good as well. I don't know if I have one of those. And that's not bad. It could do with more crit, but let me see what we're cooking with for Zhao at the moment. Where is he? I don't even use him. Is he crowned at all? Oh yeah, he is crowned. Not in a Z, but he's got 2 crowns on him. Artifacts. Vermilion Hereafter. What does it look like? That looks terrible. 25 crit value. Yeah, not great, not great. Wait, is that not better? Oh, not necessarily. I mean, yeah, it's more crit value. I don't know if it's necessarily better, though. I feel like not necessarily, really, to be honest. Just to check real quick if there's any comments on the actual video yet. Well, other than the let him cook one. I don't think so. It says 2, but I think the second one is me replying. I think. Yeah, I think. It is far from my most successful video at the moment. It has only been 33 minutes. I don't expect it to go crazy, though. But yeah. So do I... What's... Okay. I mean, I'm going to lock it because it looks like it might be better. Like, it has way more crit damage. It just has a bit less crit rate. So I think this one's better. In terms of feathers, not great. Slightly better. What? Sands. Okay, well, I want to enhance this to at level 4 at least. Enhance is level 4. And then it shows me defense, and so I cry myself to sleep and never do anything again. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need... Is it Animo? I mean, there's Animo, but no crit on it. This has attack and crit, which probably isn't really what I want, I'm guessing. I'm definitely gonna level this up. Okay, not great. Bad start. You do have to get really lucky leveling this one up. Again, not great. Go to 12, see how it is. Nope. Give up on it. Give up whilst you can. That's what you should always remember in life. Whilst you can still give up, do that. Okay, let's go back down here. And do this, yeah. I don't know if, like, so my thinking was, I'll, like, start the stream, I think, like, 20 minutes or something after the video, I think I did. And the reason was then it gives people a chance, because the video is about 16 minutes long. So it gives people a chance to watch the video first. But I don't think... Ooh, nice. But people obviously aren't really going to watch it the second it comes out, right? People weren't there waiting, itching for it to come out. This is Animo as well, but no crit. Kind of disappointing. So, yeah, I don't think people have seen it yet. I know, obviously a few people are watching it. It's got, like, I don't know, 20 views or something. And one person said, let him cook. And they said it in time... like, at a time where they could have watched the whole video, sure. But yeah, I don't think it's really kicked on yet. If ever. More crit damage, but no crit rate under it. Single crit damage. Cryo. No. I'll never get anything from Vermilion. Zhao is forever going to be on 2-piece Viridescent and 2-piece... What was the other one? Gladiators or something? It was something like that, I think. Something not amazing. I'm not looking at what I'm putting in here, by the way. I'm going to just assume that if it's not locked, it's probably shit. Because I have enough that's locked that is shit that I need to go through. Nice. Can go through, level that one up. And maybe get lucky. Pyro. Bitch. Try again. At least there is something to level up there. What's that? Oh. What set is this? Golden Troop? Who is this for? Increases elemental skill damage. Increases elemental skill damage by 25%. Additionally, when not on the field, elemental skill damage will be further increased by 25%. This feels like Yaimiko. Am I crazy? This feels like a Yaimiko set, but isn't hers the Electro one? I think that's what I have on her. Is this set like a new Yaimiko? It's probably not new, is it? It's probably months old. This will be like maybe better for Yaimiko, I feel like. Shit. I mean, if I see Electro, keep it, I guess. Oh, but no crit. I take it back. Just being cautious here. I don't know who else it would be for. I don't pay enough attention. Oh, that's fucking goated. Holy, that's goated, that's goated, that's goated. That's so rare as well. Oh my god. That is so rare. I remember I did a video on how rare it is. I did a video like how rare are like the different artifacts and everything, like what are your chances of getting a good artifact. And this is like stupidly low down, like 0. something % low down. So that's goated. That's not crit under it. So yeah, I'm definitely leveling that. At least level 20. Nice! That's sick as well. Was this one? Yeah. Okay, well this one's a good one. Ooh, I mean, I'll lock it anyway, even though it's attack main stat. So it's kind of Damn, what a good artifact. Oh my god, it's Tonk Chunk! Tonk Chunk, you're back! Hello, Tonk Chunk. How have you been, man? That's some goated artifacts. We'll keep going. Okay, nothing there. Just trying to see... Oh, double crit, but it's defense. Goblet. It's probably not good. Yeah, how have you been? We'll carry on doing this, and then we'll level them up after we've cleared some space for more artifacts, which I have to do constantly because I have locked way too much artifacts in the early game when I didn't realize how shit they actually were at the time. I thought, yeah, you know, maybe I could level it up one day. A bunch of nothing. I am always cautious, like stuff like this, like where you have one crit, and then like there's room for another, so you can level it up and get crit damage. But it's just rare, you know. And is it worth the more you put into it? Is it worth the artifacts that you put into it? Depends how much you need it, I guess. I don't feel like I'm that desperate to upgrade Zhao, because I don't really use anyone, I would say, you know, in life-threatening situations where they have to be on top of their game, because I don't really need the Abyss. I probably should do. I mean, free wishes, you know. I say free. It does cost you sanity, so... I am back, I've been good. How's the artifact farming been going? What artifacts farming? I do not artifact farm really too much. I suppose I guess it's kind of the only thing I do on the game is get artifacts, I guess, so there's something. But I have, I don't know, 80 fragile resin, I think. Because I had spent 100 fragile resin on a video. Something like, how much do you get for, or what does 100 fragile resin get you, I think it was called? Something like that. So I could do a part 2 to that. Ooh, nice. Wait, that's the wrong one. That's also the wrong one. Nice. Correction. So yeah, I could do a part 2 to that. What does fragile... Ooh, nice. What does 100 fragile resin get you in 2024? You know? Wait, what is this? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's bad then. Zhao is not Electro. Although, what was the Electro... yeah. Oh god, what are they called? Yaksha. What was the Electro one? It became a B, didn't it? I can't remember his name, though. For the life of me, can't remember. But yeah, I mean, I've just had a theory video up, so that's been cool with Genshin. Getting back on the YouTube grind, hopefully now. I'm hoping I can be uploading consistently again. Nothing good there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to see how it goes, because I really don't have any idea just yet. What is this? Healing bonus plus 15% when the equipping character heals a party member. The yearning effect will be created for 6 seconds. I hate how they make a name for every single like effect. Like, you don't really need it. You don't need to call it the yearning effect. Just say something happens, which recalls the total amount of healing provided. Okay. Yeah. Damage will be increased of the total healing amount recorded by the yearning effect. Is this supposed to be like for the healing version of Farina or something? What is this artifact set? Who is it for? 15,000 healing. Only a single instance can exist at once. Okay. So it just buffs damage if you get healed a bunch. Is that right? Oh, I thought this was artifact farming, lol. Goes to show how new I am to this game's terminology, lol. I mean, I suppose it kind of is artifact farming, in a way. I would just call artifact farming when you're grinding for artifacts, like, a bunch, like, specifically. I don't know. I suppose it is artifact farming. Bosacious? Yeah, I think that's right, actually. I think it's Bosacious. He's cool. I love like him having forearms and everything. But I like characters with forearms. Who was I was gonna say, who's the Ben 10 forearms guy? I think his name is Forearms. He was cool. Did like Stinkfly in Ben 10 as well. I'm sure there was someone else who was actually my favorite. Oh, Accelerate. I always like speedy characters. Like, any kind of speedster, I'm there. You know? Flash, Quicksilver, they're always my favorite. Okay, we'll carry on doing this a little bit more. I don't think there's that much more. Oh, there is way more. Okay, I'm not going to do all this because it's too much effort. But I'll do it a little bit more. Because I'm just trying to free up room so I can actually get more new artifacts. And thought, might as well get some artifacts for Zhao, because I haven't done that for a while. Was that double crit? No? No. Okay, I'm just dumb. In fact, we'll probably make this the last one, and then we'll go actually get some new artifacts from domains instead of transforming them. It basically does work as new artifacts, though. This Mystic Offering Box is so useful. HP is not going to be useful to me. Okay, the last ones were kind of stinky. Let's see what we can do with Zhao's artifacts then. We're still not going to be able to get the full set, because he's still not good enough. Alright. Bless me. That's defense. That's not blessing. This is a curse. Crit, 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 crit. Fuck, more defense. If it all went into crit damage from this point, it's passable. You know? It's passable. More defense. Great. Why do I bother? Why do I try? Okay, attack, that's fine. Would be nice if it was a percentage, though. That's... Again, I need crit damage right here. Right here, or else I stop. And I stop. See, you can get so lucky getting the right artifacts, but then you just have to get lucky with them being upgraded. Fontanian artifacts confused me, Lamel. Artifacts got so confusing so quickly for no reason. Like, the funniest thing, right? Look at the difference in, let's say, monster artifacts. Animo damage, plus 15%. Increases swirl damage by 60%. Decrease opponent's elemental resistance by the element infused in the swirl by 40% for 10 seconds. Simple. Character healing effectiveness plus 15. Using an elemental skill or burst increases healing received by all party members. So simple. So simple. And it's not even that. Leeway as well. This is artifact, isn't it? We get a little bit more complicated, but not too bad. Gaining a 15% geo damage bonus. Upon obtaining an elemental shard created through a crystallized reaction, all party members gain a 35% damage bonus for that particular element for 10 seconds. Only one form of elemental damage bonus can be gained in this manner at any one time. That's fine. This, again, even simpler. Look how little they write. Inazuma, they started getting a little bit more with it. Is this one? This is one. Like, this is one of the simplest ones they have. This is also a very simple one, because that's an Unreal domain. Where's the other one? Ah, here we go. Look how much more complicated it gets suddenly here. And here, look at this. Oh my god. Like, what? See how crazy this is? In comparison to what we just saw before. And then Sumeru happens, and it happens again. You know what? It was before Sumeru. This was the one that did it for me. It's this domain. Vermilion Hereafter. Just say Zhao. Just say Zhao. When Zhao wears this artifact set. After using an elemental burst, his character will gain a nascent light effect, increasing their attack by 8% for 16 seconds. When the character's HP decreases, their attack will further increase by 10%. This further increases can occur, blah, 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 triggered every 1.8 seconds, whatever. Just say Zhao. This works for Zhao's ult and nobody else in any scenario otherwise. This is Zhao's artifact set. Just say Zhao. That is it. I think this one does work for others. It just happens to work best for Ayato. I think this one was rather simple, no? Yeah, that one was simple. This one isn't. This one isn't. I also don't know who it's for. But yeah, they do just kind of go a little crazy with it sometimes. And I don't really know why. Like, they say so much for certain characters, where it gets to a point where it's like, okay, just say the character you want it for. Like, who do you want this for? Just say that. It gets so confusing with some of these artifacts sometimes. Let's quickly check on this. Not gone any better. That's all good. So what are we going to do? It was this. I might as well create one more of these. Maybe at 5 total then. And I've got more resin to spend after this as well. I could do the longest fucking stream with 80 fragile resin. But I want to get to 100. And then I can do an even longer stream. I'm not a fan of this domain at all. I'm not a fan of it. It's just long. Just long. And I don't want to use my resources to fight the first people, because they're just so much worse than the second one. Like, all these slimes, they're not worth the trouble. They're not worth fighting. Why does the audio feel loud? Is it loud for the stream as well? Or no? Is it just loud for me? Beat up these losers. Don't even need an ult. Hey, get back here. Bitch. Die. And die. Oh, hang on. Let me just... Sorry, performance problems. Happens 1 in 5. There we go. Whew. God. Easy. I just use what's recommended by the game as artifacts. 3 of my riding team use the same artifact set, while Bennett uses Noblesse. The game did start doing that. I think it was... Well, that's okay. Wrong artifact set, though. The game did start doing that. I feel like, was that 4.3? They started recommending artifact sets. Before, you'd have to just watch a video. Or work it out yourself. Do love Ziox, although I've not seen him in ages, because I don't really watch Genshin that much. Which I should do. But yeah, it's cool how they actually recommend stuff now. That's very useful. It's my lucky day. Hello. It's my lucky day. Because you're here. Aww. Made myself sick. Right, let's beat up these losers. Get fucked. How's it going? Welcome to a stream where I cry about the fact that I never get good artifact sets. Or artifacts in general. And so I then just start rambling about lore sometimes. That's all. And also say that YouTube is better than Twitch. How about that? I should actually just use my ults on this domain more. Ults just take time. Like, the actual animation and cinematic that they use for ults just takes a while. Nothing. It's why the best characters tend to have short animations, I feel like. Except, doesn't Nahida have quite a long one? I think she's, like, maybe the only exception. Although her E is better than her ult, I feel like. Nahida's goated. I might wish for Xianyun on this stream. I'm considering it. It just, I don't know. If anybody has her and is watching, is she good? Because I really don't know. It didn't feel it in the test run. But I also just like animo characters. I like animo. You know, like Avatar, all the 4 elements and shit. I'd always want to be wind. I'd want to... Oh, air, sorry. I'd want to be an air nomad. Audio is fine. Also, we aren't even at 4.3 yet, lol. Are we not? Are we not? Genshin version. But yeah, we're in 4.4, I think. Yeah. 4.4. We're in Genshin 4.4. I was going to say, because the start of the video that I uploaded it's like 4.4, it says in the title. So if I got that wrong, I'm in trouble. Like if it just said something far in the future, it'll be like if I like call the video like 6.8 Genshin Impact, new theory, new Canary leaks. Here's what it looks like. Actually, I'm so excited for Canary, despite the fact that I'm not seeing it for another 3 years. Oh my god, this year we get Natlan. That's actually crazy to me. This game goes on for so long. It's mental. And that we're only in Travail, the Travail chapter. Like, what the fuck they do after that, I have no idea. I have some idea, but it's crazy. Nope. Nope. Probably. I don't know who it's for. Oh, wait. Who's the, Fuck. Seedreen? Is that her name? Is she Cryo? Actually, no, she looks Hydro, doesn't she? I think she looks Hydro. She's not out yet, is she? I'm guessing she comes... I don't know. Next version? Version after that? Probably 4.5 or 4.6. I'm going to make the guess at 4.6. Who did we get in 3.6?
Right now, right here.
I can't even remember who we got in 3.6.
Busted. This one's got your name on it.
I should check the character archive and find out.
Right here.
Yeah, Sejuine probably will be a healer, right? Because she's a nurse for the prison, so... I'd be surprised if she wasn't a healer, considering that is her lore. And all the healers we have in the game aren't really healers in the lore. Like, Jean isn't really much of a healer. She's supposed to be, like, this big leader. Which makes sense, obviously. Like, Kokomi's also a leader and also a healer, right? But they're not necessarily healers, right? That's not really what they're supposed to be. Xianyun, oh, I don't even know what Nahida's ult does. It's the one that makes the big dome. Where is it? Here we go. Does she have her ult? Ready? I hope so. Yeah. Does this. It makes this big dome. And just buffs you a bunch. It's huge. It fills basically the whole abyss. Xianyun looks good, and I don't mind her playstyle. That's cool. But I've built Pity that I want to save for a Yelan rerun or someone else I want to. Yelan is very, very good. Yelan is very, very good. I definitely recommend her. I thought we were in 4.2. No, I think 4.2 is when Fontaine's Archon Quest ended. I think. Because 4.3 I don't think had anything, really. Seedreen is Hydro, yes. Okay. So that artifact won't really work for her then. Damn it. Which team was it? Here we go. Love Navia. As a character and as like somebody to play, like her playstyle and everything. She's such a fun geo unit.
Right here.
I'm guessing we're gonna get Seedreen 5-star, and then that who's the Inazuma girl that moved to Fontaine? The fashion designer. Chiori, I think, right?
Right now, right here.
Surely, I mean, she looks 4-star, so I imagine she'll be like
Busted.
the 4-star that releases with
Feeling lucky?
Seedreen,
This
that's it.
one's got your name.
I imagine they release together. I have no idea what vision Chiori is though. What does she wear? Wasn't it like purple or brown or something? So Electro or Geo, I guess. That'll probably be good for this set. Again, I don't know who that set's actually for. Fuck, I forgot to condense my resin. For some reason. I'm just gonna double the amount I have to do for no reason. I'm out of the loop with versions. Chiori. I'm out of the loop with everything. Chiori is Geo? Oh, is she? I suppose we will have seen her her vision in that event. I just didn't pay attention enough to her. Well, she's Geo, that's cool. If she's a Geo 4-star, then I suppose maybe she's just a Geo support. In fact, she might work well with Navia then. When did Navia come out? Navia was 4.3, wasn't she? I think. Because Farina will have been 4.2. Yeah. Yeah. I always forget about Linny as well. I'm not a fan of Linny. I also don't really know what he plays like at all. But I just not the biggest fan of Linny. I don't mind his character. I don't think it's a bad character. I think it's much better than most characters in the game. I don't think it's the greatest for Fontaine though, because Fontaine has such a strong cast. Except for the likes of, you know, Seedreen isn't a very strong... I don't mean strong in terms of, like, how good they are in game. I mean in terms of just, like, characters, like, how they are. I don't think she's that great. I think Wriothesley is questionable. Well, that's nice. I think Wriothesley a bit questionable. He could be better, but he isn't. He's okay. Neuvillette is okay. Farina's amazing. Navi's amazing. Linny's okay. It's a much stronger cast than they have for the rest of the game, that's for sure. When you look at the motivations of, like, Diluc, for instance, not to say he doesn't have any, of course, but they're just not quite as comparable to Sumeru or Fontaine. I think they've improved so much Hoyoverse as the game's gone on, which is really cool to see. I hope that continues. The ones I'm most excited for as well, I'm excited for the, really excited for the Canria characters, because I think they can go so unique with them. Like, really unique. They may even do different elements, although I don't think they will. But they could do different elements. I think that was the first theory I did, was that they could make new elements. And what they might be. I mean, obviously Dainsleif is his own element, isn't it? That'll be his own thing when he becomes playable, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Although I don't think he'll be made playable during Canria. I think he'll be made playable after Canria, actually. Because I think we go to Canria and then we go to Celestia, maybe? Actually, do we? Because the chapters in the game ended with Canria, didn't it? Hang on, this is the last one, so we'll quickly run by the Travail trailer real quick. The annual tradition of watching the Travail trailer. And just quickly check, I think Canria is the last chapter they said. Which, if it is a genuine, accurate roadmap, which so far it has been, and I would be shocked to see if it isn't, then maybe there won't be a Celestia. Maybe it does just end. Is that everything? Yeah, I haven't done dailies or anything, so we'll do a little bit of the event. I suppose we'll do a bit of the event. Okay, let me get this Travail trailer up. So the screen is probably frozen for now. Genshin Travail trailer. Unmutes, go back. In fact, it'll be cool to see this after the Fontaine thing now as well. Alright, let's change what we're capturing. It should be this. Okay, here we go. You ready?
We had no time to say goodbye. So let's not call it that.
This is Travail.
The war has already begun. It is just a continuation of past battles.
So, the war here is probably the war in heaven. Probably. And this is kind of, I feel like, referencing the Samsara cycles. Everything in here can be analysed so well.
The gods goad us on with the promise of their 7 treasures.
Visions, I think.
Rewards for the worthy. The doorway to divinity.
Ascension to
Yet
Celestia.
Buried in the depths of this
which is what the new video is about as well.
world lies smoldering remains, a warning to those that dare trespass.
That one is so interesting though. Like, the fact that they say trespass, you're buried in the depths of this world lies smoldering remains, right? So buried in the depths of the world is the likes of Canria, Enkanomiya, the Chasm City, potentially the Abyss. Right? So maybe this is referencing Canrians, maybe this is referencing Vishaps. The fact that it's Dainsleif talking here makes me think that maybe it's maybe Canria, but it could also be Vishaps very easily. But the fact that they say trespass is like, are they trespassing? Because the Vishaps definitely didn't fucking trespass from what we know in the history, unless we were being like misled somehow. Then Celestia are the ones that trespassed on the Vishaps, right? So maybe it references Canrians, but then why are the Canrians trespassing? They're humans, right? And that kind of goes into the whole, like, they evolved from Vishaps theory. I can't remember who started that one. But I know people have theorized that Canrians are, like, what Vishaps evolved into, partly. There's something else with it, I feel like, though. The Canrians are definitely unique. I'm so annoyed that I started playing after all the good Fontaine people got their debuts. All of them look and seem to play so nice. They'll be making reruns very, very soon. Like, in the next 2 updates, I reckon we're going to start getting reruns of the likes of probably Wriothesley, Nouvellette, that kind of thing. Also, with the current event going on, I got to test Wriothesley. I don't think I know how to spell his name. Almost right. His gameplay looks so nice. I do have him. I'm not the biggest fan. He seems okay. It's quite fun to just spam punching with him. He's very fun to punch with. It feels quite smooth gameplay. I just don't think I have the greatest units to work in synergy with him. If you have the likes of Kokomi, goated for sure. Anyway.
That throne in the sky is not...
Huh, I don't think I ever noticed this was in quotation marks. Throne in the sky is not reserved for you.
Reserved for you.
Does he say who this is said by?
But mortal irrigation not reserved for you.
Well, who the fuck has said this to him then? I'm guessing they've said it to Dainsleif, right? I mean, this is really like the Princess Mina of the Fallen Nation, where it said that, in my theory I have on it, which I haven't released yet, but it's being worked on very heavily, Dainsleif and the Abyss sibling made it to Celestia in that theory. So if he went there, did they tell him in Celestia that Celestia is not reserved for him? He doesn't have a vision. He's not allowed to be here, you know?
But mortal irrigation never stops.
That's literally just Sustainer of Heavenly Principles, right? It's what we're told in the intro of the game by Sustainer.
None will escape the flames. See for yourself.
The ones that engulfed Canria.
The dragon who defended Mondstadt for a millennium finally faces his perturbation.
We know all this stuff
What
very
does
easily.
freedom really mean when demanded of you by a god?
We'll turn it down a bit.
The god of contracts,
Not that low.
senselessly slaughtered as his people watched on in horror.
We know this is obviously
In the
not what
end,
happened.
He will sign the contract to end all contracts.
I think all these wrap up in their own story, so I feel like the contract to end all contracts is one that's already happened. And I feel like that contract to end all contracts was his own death, I think is basically what it is. And like, contracts don't matter anymore. It's about how the Liyuans, like, they're able to defend themselves, you know? The plot thickens. It does. The plot is very thick, and every time I watch this, I feel like I learn something new. And I get a better idea of the world.
In the secluded land of the immortal Shogun, the Bakufu rules.
The fuck is the Bakufu? I've looked this up before, I'm pretty sure. Bakufu Genshin. Oh, is it Raiden Shogun? Is the Bakufu? Inazuma Bakufu. Yeah, I think it's just the Shogunate. It seems. Oh. So we call it Inazuma Shogunate, they call it Inazuma Bakufu. Got it. So a bit of a mistranslation for us, I suppose.
Eternal.
I think that's why I don't remember, because
But
it
what
doesn't
do
mean much.
mortals see of the eternity chased after by their god?
Nothing good, they all thought, and then it ended up okay. Mostly.
The god of wisdom's enemy is wisdom itself.
I still feel like that's bullshit. I get the idea of it was like, that the god of wisdom, Nahida, is locked in because the people there were trying to pursue wisdom and everything, and didn't think she was wisdom, so they were pursuing their own wisdom. But realistically, they were just being penises.
And the oasis of knowledge is a mirage in the desert of ignorance. In the city of scholars,
poetic
there
way
is
of
a
putting
push
it.
for folly. Yet the god of wisdom makes no argument against it.
These are all said so poetically that it's hard to decipher
The
what they
god
actually
of
mean.
justice lives
So this is the most recent one. This is what we should now know pretty much everything about as well.
for the spectacle of the courtroom, seeking to judge all other gods.
But is that true? I feel like Nouvelet is the one that judges other gods, if anything. And he isn't the god of justice, he's the Hydra sovereign, right? He's the Hydra dragon. The god of justice is, well, not even Farina, it's Focalor. And I don't feel like Focalor did judge other gods. At least not all other gods. I don't know. I feel like that's weird.
But even she knows not to make an enemy of the divine.
Which is obviously a lie, because she did make an enemy of the divine. Well, I don't know. Not really, because the whole idea of her trick was to not make an enemy of the divine, right? It was to outsmart them. But if they realize that they've been outsmarted, which they should now know at least, then they should now know, like, fuck, she is an enemy, you know? So I don't know whether it's which one it's kind of referring to. I suppose she did not know.
The rules of war are woven
she did
in
know.
the womb.
So this is what we're about to see, which I've thought about and considered already. And we know very little more than what is told here, to be fair, in terms of Natlin. There's not much more we're told. The rules of war are woven in the womb. The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. Sure. What the fuck is the womb? What womb are woven in the womb? Oh, you know what I think it is? Because the people of Natlin they're all dragons, right? So, the rules of war are woven in the womb. It's in their blood, right? The dragon's blood is to wage war. They're not like Vishap dragons, though. They're a different kind of dragons. But it is in their blood, the dragon blood, to wage war with these rules. So that if you lose, you must die. And if not, then yay, you're cool.
The victors shall
I think
burn
is what that's
bright,
referring to.
while the losers must turn to ash.
It's in their blood, basically.
When the god of war shares this secret with the traveler, it is because she has her reasons.
What secret? Is the secret Natlin? Because Natlin is a big fucking secret at the moment. They do nothing with Natlin. And there's obviously a good reason for it. It's because they're keeping Natlin a secret for whatever, you know, their current history is, their current situation, means that people in Natlin aren't leaving Natlin. And I don't fully know why. Is it because dragon people, I don't know, are people in Teyvat racist against the dragon people? I don't know. When the god of war shares his secret with a traveler, or shares this secret, sorry, I know it's a girl, it is because she has her reasons, right? Which, like, yeah. What secret is this, though? And what reasons is it with the traveler? Like, does the traveler get these secrets that only Natlin people know? Or is it that only the god of war knows? I'm guessing the reasons are to do with us being an audience member, basically. Because we're able to keep records of fate, so it can't change in Irminsul. Which maybe this is something to do with Irminsul changing fate? Perhaps?
She is a god with no love left for her people.
We'll skip this one because
Last.
we know what this is.
Most are content to live and not to dream. But in the hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall, there are those who dream of dreaming.
Canria.
Some say
So this is the Canria Act, which is what we're going to go... You know, we're going to Canria after Snezhnaya. We know we're going to Canria after Snezhnaya because we're told here. But I don't think there's any
a few
chapter
are
after this.
chosen in the
Which, if you're just trying, this is the reason we're watching it in the first place.
rest are dregs. But I say we humans have our humanity.
Are you dragon people, though? Surely that theory actually doesn't work anymore now that we know Natlin people are dragon people. Surely that's what the theory's now. Rest are dregs, but I say we humans have our humanity. Which is so ironic considering the Canrians are now Hilichurls. Which is part of the new theory I've made. Is how much they treasure their humanity. They've lost it because it was sacrificed in their wish. Basically.
We will defy this world with a power from beyond.
What is this power, bro? Because we know, I mean, King Ermin fucking used it. Dainsley fucking uses it. Is it the Abyss? It feels like it's abyssal power, space power, something like that. But here's my thing, is every bloody element ends in O, right? Geo, Pyro, Cryo, like they all end in O. What are they gonna do? Abysso? Like, Is it going to be the odd one out, and it's the only one that isn't going to end in O? I don't know. There is if they do a time element, Chrono is a great one. And they definitely could do a time element, given we have Istaroth. I don't think that's related to Dainsleif, though. So, yeah.
Now, you who has set foot in this world.
That's us.
Your journey has reached its end, but one final doorway remains. Step forth if you have understood the meaning of your journey. Defeat me. Command me to...
Which is layered in fucking Gnosticism. Gnosticism is hugely entwined in that. If you have understood the meaning of your journey, is very, very Gnostic. Very Gnostic. Because in Gnosticism, life is a journey that reaches... that if you understand, you go to heaven, right? Which is where the Gnosticism of Genshin, in an overall sense, comes into play.
Step aside. Show me that you are worthier.
To rescue her... I mean, it does really sound like the, what's it called? The Thorned Crown in the Gnostic hymn. It sounds like that, right? Like, she doesn't actually think the way she's thinking. She's being made to think otherwise, somehow. Like mind control, but I don't think it is actually mind control. Basically, is what I'm trying to get at with saying that. And so Dainsleif wants to save her. And we obviously want to save her because we want our bloody sister back. But what are we saving her from? Because she's the leader of the Abyss, it seems, right? Or the princess of it, at least. And so who is the leader? Is it Clothar Elberich? I don't think he's the leader, but he could be. I feel like he's dead as fuck.
Then I to rescue her.
If anybody dares say Kaya, gonna lose it.
Then, the threads of all fate will be yours to reweave.
I think that's maybe the most interesting part of it. Other than the fact that we're going to Cambria in the end, I think this is the second most interesting part. The threads of fate, all fate will be yours to reweave. So something to do with rescuing our sibling will mean that we can reweave fate. Which is the Loom of Fate. Basically, we rescue our sibling, we get the Loom of Fate. I don't know, does that mean that the Abyss are going to succeed in getting the Loom of Fate? Because they want the Loom of Fate, don't they? That's what they want. Do you reckon the Abyss is maybe taken over Celestia? Because if the Loom of Fate is in Celestia, are the Abyss going to take it over? Have they already taken it over? They could take it over. Don't know. But yeah. Change this back to Genshin. Somewhere. Can I not go back into Genshin? Oh god. Okay, let me close Genshin and reopen it, because it doesn't want to find it as a window source. So I think I need to close and reopen it. Give me a sec. But yeah, it's interesting shit. That Travail trailer means a hell of a lot. It tells us so much, and it still is, and it's still teaching us stuff. I think it's important to, go back and refer to it often enough. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else I can use there. I use the reweaving fate thing all the time, right? Like, I'm so interested in fate in Genshin. Start game. It's loading now, So, the video currently is a 10 out of 10, or a 10 of 10, sorry, not 10 out of 10. It's a 10 of 10, which, if you don't understand, YouTube means it's the shittest video in my last 10 videos. So that's nice. What was my last one? Sotologi? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that got about quadruple the views, a little less, in the same time. So yeah, the video is currently stinking it up. Which is nice. I'm going to hit the hay. It's 3 in the morning and I need to sleep. Where in the world is it 3 in the morning? East Asia. I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah, thank you for hanging out. Have a good one. Sleep well and everything.
Need me to come up with some for you?
Why can it not find the window? Okay, let me try get technical here. If I have the capabilities, which don't count on it. Windowed. So now you should be able to do that. You should be able to see this. And then I go borderless, and you should still see it. Right. Australia. Yeah. Okay, same time zone as East Asia. It works, okay? Okay, so you should be able to see the game now. I think it's on full screen. Just gonna wait and check. Okay, yeah, it seems to be. Yeah, have a good night, man. Sleep well and everything.
I got a new letter from
Thanks for hanging out. Let's do some dailies. We'll do the event, I suppose.
changed again.
I think this will be a good excuse for the actual main story, which I think is this. So we'll go do this. 8 AM. Wait, is that now? Oh, 2 days later. Fuck. I think this should take me there. If anybody has seen the video, let me know any thoughts you have on it. Any thoughts or theories or anything like that. I'm going to assume probably not, based on the fact that the video itself only has 1 comment. So, I'm going to assume people probably haven't seen it. Which is alright. Oh. Pamela spoke. Meet up with Jarming. I don't know what I'm supposed to call him. Like, am I supposed to call him Gaming? Garming? Jarming? I don't think Gaming. I think it's Garming or Jarming. I feel like the actual Chinese name is Jarming, though, isn't it? But then, the English localization isn't the greatest with pronunciations, I don't think.
Take it easy.
I've always had this question. Do I listen to the game, or what it should actually be? I feel like I should listen to the game, realistically. Like, my name on YouTube sure is Jo. Jo. But if I'm like, hey, call me John, is how it's pronounced. I would hope people respect it and call me John instead of Chop, right?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
I don't lose.
There's an important commission I need your help with.
Uh-huh.
I've got the time.
Put on auto.
Where are the goods?
Well, it's not just goods this time. I need
Tea
to
merchant?
transport a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client has requested to meet with him.
Hmm.
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Is it gonna be Garming's dad? Yeah, it's gonna be like his family or something.
This must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
Sure.
All right. Don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, that looks so cool. Oh my god. Wait, what? That looks sick. Where is that? Is that Liyue Harbor? I haven't seen that shit. I want to see that shit. We teleported? I want to see the cool boat. Is that a boat? Is that like here? I feel like it was here. Loom Harbor's cool, man. Oh, is there a waypoint here?
Today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Where's that? Oh, there it is, up there. I love this place. I think it's a pretty cool soundtrack as well. I don't know how well you can hear it. But I like this place. It's just a really nice little quaint place. Whoa. Why does it say Hydro? See that? Hydro symbol? Is that normal? Then that says Pyro. Okay. Weird. Is this a puzzle or is this just decoration? I mean, it doesn't do anything to hit it with Hydro. What are you? Nothing as well. I'm gonna guess it's just decoration then, and I'm overthinking it. If you could live anywhere in Teyvat, I feel like it would be here. I don't know. Like, it just feels like quite secluded. Quite different. You're really close to the Yeeling Wharf, and obviously you can then go to Fontaine pretty easily, right? Like, you just walk over here to Yeeling Wharf, take a boat over here, go up, and then get a boat over to Court of Fontaine, you know? Like, it feels pretty easy to go to Fontaine. It's quite far from other places. In fact, how are you supposed to get to other places? Is there no path? There's no path. How are you supposed to get there? Boat? I guess boat. Well, isn't there just a bunch of waterfall? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm going crazy. I think this is just a nice area to live. Mondstadt's pretty cool as well. Definitely don't want to live in Sumeru. The animals and creatures there alone tell me I don't want to.
You must be the tea merchant heading to
Hi gang, hi Mr. Manathon. How are you doing? How's it going? Where would you like to live in Teyvat? I think Fontaine would be... I wouldn't want to live there. Oh, it's Dad. Yiptak.
Father. It's nice to meet you.
I'm disappointed in you, son.
This delivery to him. Trust Paimon. He's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does.
He is, he is.
Everyone at the
Be
Security
proud of
Transport
him,
Agency says
Dad.
as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
Alright, dick.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Tea leaves.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kind of have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see.
How do you bring all those goods? Like, do you have a
Suppose I
bloody
will have to
cart or
summon you
something?
all to escort me then. Let's go.
Okay, penis. No need to be so disappointed. Oh. Are we going straight? Oh no, we're going like halfway there. I think Mondstadt seems really cool to live. I don't think I'd want to live in Liyue Harbor. It feels so, like, far away from everything else. Unless you want to travel by boat. Like... Also, where the fuck are Mondstadt's, like, harbors? Oh, they do have one, don't they? Dorman Port, I think it's called. They just don't have it in the game yet. I'll never understand, then, how this became a city. If it's so out of just everywhere else. Inazuma, I think, would be terrible to live, actually. I think Inazuma would be the worst, because it's so difficult to have anywhere to, like, go to have fun. Right? Like, if it's not in Inazuma City, Like, this whole area looks dangerous as shit. Don't go here. Or, in fact, all of this bit here is dangerous. Don't go here. You go to Rito, where probably nothing happens. This bit, nothing happens. It's just plains. Like, this island is a fucking war zone. This island wants to shoot you with lightning until we sort it out. This island is dead as shit to fucking walk around, you know? You don't want to go here. You definitely don't want to go here, and you sure as fuck don't want to go here. Sumeru, like, the desert, you do not want to go to. The jungle, you don't want to go to because you'll die. So you want to go to Sumeru City, and that's it. Fontaine, I don't think is bad to go to. I think Fontaine's okay. I'm not a fan of the city. I think it's my least favourite city. I'd quite like to go to the others, if anything. So yeah, I don't think I'd want to go to Fontaine. I think it would be here, or Mondstadt would be where I want to live. They just seem cooler, okay? A bit more quaint. The Mondstadt one is probably because it's the closest to just like my actual kind of culture and stuff, you know?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on.
You won't give them to your dad?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Oh, no, it says just a penis. My bad.
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but
Just let him go.
okay. We'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt! Who goes there?
Oh,
It appears that one's
Oh.
movements were overly conspicuous.
these guys.
Enough of your musings. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is...
Kill
Leave this to
them.
me. I'll handle them.
Yeah, go kill the Adepti.
Grab the goods away from here.
No, coming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away. Let us away.
Coming!
No! Stop gaming!
Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But
Wow. Do you reckon they laughed to themselves when they were having to say gaming in the booth? Not because it's a dumb name, but the fact that it's gaming. Like, why do they not have the hyphen in there? Is it not supposed to be like Ja hyphen Ming? That looks fine. Like, no one ever thinks of that and thinks gaming. I feel like they messed up the localization.
All is going to plan.
Aww. Cloud Retainer is being helpful. Oh wait, Cloud Retainer put the fucking commission out there, of course.
Youngly? Oh no, what is he doing here?
Good
Oh,
sir,
okay.
please listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Oh no! He says to God. How terrible.
Bandits, acting in broad daylight.
Hi, Zhongli. Hi, Silverstein. Zhongli.
It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Nope, no need. Paimon,
Wait, how did you know her name?
Cut some cake.
His dad says.
If there are indeed bandits
Course he
in
is.
the area, then we should inform the Millelith at once. Oh? Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Or you could beat them all up.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
It feels like he's trying to do a Zhongli impression. But he just doesn't have the bass in his voice for it. I mean, no hate. Neither do I, mate. Alright. I'm going to refill my drink because I am dying. It will take no more than 30 seconds. Please. Excuse me. Hello. I've returned from, I hope was no more than 30 seconds. Otherwise, I'm a filthy little liar.
Alright, maybe I'll take one.
And I apologise profusely.
So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After all, Ga Ming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Ga Ming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes.
How do you know the name of the dancer?
Wushu dancer who has been performing around Liyue
I've seen dancers out in town and I don't know their fucking name.
Seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani. Wushu dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success,
You can't say however and then although.
hurdles along the way. One's not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed.
That is such a
I have heard
Geo
many of my
thing to say.
acquaintances praise Ga Ming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Ip.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult.
Good on you,
If there's a
Zhongli.
particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
This is so good of him to do.
It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on Wushu dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old. Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right.
Well,
That I was right not to give in.
what, so you're saying your
regret
penis?
Introducing him to wuxia dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
That's just
It is
mean.
only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Lee.
Does he?
You speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters.
Hey,
Rather than
player.
fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
This is Cloud Retainer?
She's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack
Or is this him?
such an open mind.
Because he likes doing that.
I meant to say.
I think he's referencing
there
himself.
is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
Sure.
Iptak. Sounds Vietnamese.
So, do you
Iptak,
also
no?
think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
Yes.
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string.
Hey, we heard that
and it can
metaphor in the
go
last
forward.
act, I feel like, right?
As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
You
True.
need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little.
Well, he loosened it all the way. He's
Why
not in his
allocate
life
the time
anymore.
You usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery. You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink
That's
of
such
an
a
eye.
nice looking area. Where is it at?
The blink of an eye, you say. Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words.
That was great of Zhongli to talk to him like that. Very good.
Gaming is back.
A god of his people. He really is.
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
How would he know his name?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
How would he know him?
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Oh, he's holding secrets from him.
Oh,
You shouldn't do that when he's just like beginning to want to get more involved.
I'll come right out and see.
Don't push him out.
Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
No.
so
Me?
we're starting off?
I would never.
Look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Wasn't it Cloud Retainer?
But how did you know?
Oh, it was us.
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance.
Okay, so they're
People with
faster.
that
That's
level of
all.
skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience.
And you're just a guard?
I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would
That's
make
fair.
good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
Yeah, like with people who would try to rob you.
Between my dad and me. I appreciate it, I really do, but this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show him what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around.
Well, it wasn't amazing.
Through with him and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
You need to make the effort too.
You wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it.
I don't know, I've smelt some things and never tasted them, but god do I wanna.
Anyone, so why not your dad?
I don't know why that feels like a different font. I think it was just smaller text. Such a tiny nitpick.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed. Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
It's crazy how Zhongli was just like some mindless brute. As far as we can tell, at least, in the stories. It seems like he was a mindless brute. Like it was alcohol.
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
That's just every
Well
friendship.
said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Huh? Oh, of course.
Zhongli?
I
Oh.
have very much enjoyed our
I have to go now.
but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet.
He likes dim sum too.
To dim sum.
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?
Be cool. Are we gonna hear their conversation or ours with Zhongli? I feel like it's ours with Zhongli. Yeah. Hopefully, we come back and they're like, hey, we're besties again. Woohoo. You know?
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip.
No problem.
You were able to pick up on what we were
I'm not
putting
Zhongli. I
down.
don't know why I'm saying no problem.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard.
Was it us that taught you that?
Role in
Really?
conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noble.
He used to be a mindless brute as far as I know, but he has become really wise over thousands of years of life.
Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Cloud? Oh. Ja. Jump scare.
Here the whole time?
Have you? Oh.
A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli.
With Rex Lapis, he was going to say?
Pay my respects.
Has his voice changed? I know it's played by a girl, but I feel like he's more girly.
Director Hu.
It sounds more feminine than it used
Your
to.
arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget?
It
The
flies.
addition of the power source makes the
So do
technology
I.
more stable. It's just that
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost...
Why are they calling a kite a device?
It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
Is that reference to the last Lantern,
While
right?
we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite.
This is the weirdest conversation.
What do you think, Shao?
Why are we listening to this? Is there something bigger here
I've
I'm
only
missing?
met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence.
It's not
now and
like
again,
he's
when you are
about to
otherwise
fucking die.
occupied.
Why does he need to visit there, mate?
This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right.
Okay.
I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu. I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you
That
can
was
find
the
a few
weirdest
friends
conversation. I'm still like taken aback.
You might
I don't know what I'm
find
supposed to make of it.
enjoyable use of your time.
Oh,
Was that supposed to mean something else?
who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Shao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing. Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
Competitors? We're making
Suppose I
competitors?
neither like nor dislike
Oh,
it.
what?
Although
Oh, is it because
watching
when we
a
made a kite?
gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like Shao lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Oh yeah, what about his
I
lanterns?
thought about making a kite, Xiao. Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and
Oh.
design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Man. The whole thing about the other Yakshas is so upsetting. I'd love to have them.
How's she been, by the way?
Please have time traveling in the game at some point so we get to be like Bosacious.
She mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Xiangli. See you later.
See you next time.
Oh, we get to hear a bit of the conversation then.
Come
Dad.
in.
Oh,
You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh, I can't say I support that decision, but... Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
yeah. Give him a chance.
Sit, Shinhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
I was about to say they're doing some plan here.
Time is nigh for us to make an appearance. Do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love.
Okay. Well, let's not just like
I'll have
upset
that
them like,
anyway.
hey, they have what we
All
don't.
right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shanhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down
What?
one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already. Oh, forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation.
Okay, there's such random
You're been
dialogue.
busy during the holiday season. Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various...
Shenhe's eyes are so unique.
What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good
See, this is what Garming needs to do
You
and
already
everything,
know
right?
of my
Garming
past
and his dad.
circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
Be friends with Garming.
Poor child. Her one friend can't even talk. I guess maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all.
See?
Perhaps I've been too hard on him.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
Maybe they're not the greatest example of familial
If we're
love.
to do something fun, then perhaps you'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
No, 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 no.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, let's not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply
Okay, Huta.
can't listen to that any longer. Gaming, I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before. I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. No, our personalities are too similar to avoid.
That's fine to ask.
But you'll have your entire family around.
It's fine to ask.
Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Sounds nice.
I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shh. Think about it.
Be quiet.
You don't have to decide now.
That's good to ask.
It really has changed a lot. He would never
That's fine,
do
that's
this
fine.
to me before.
No problems with him asking that.
But thank you, Dad.
If he wants to stay, though.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all?
I think it did.
Hey, you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep.
Whilst he has
let's go.
time
I'll
to
get the
think. You know?
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
Short stuff. Hey, shorty. God, this is a long act. Despite the fact that it hasn't really gone in many directions, I guess. It's raining outside now. I look out my window just whilst I'm drinking. And there's just some guy walking out there with shorts under an umbrella. Like, why do you have shorts and an umbrella? If you're out there in shorts, I can respect it. If you're out there with an umbrella, I can respect it. But together...
Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
an interview.
What?
To advertise my teas?
In Fontaine?
Suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontanians are big tea drinkers too.
I feel like everybody seems to be in the fucking world.
Then I'll
Well,
need some time to adequately prepare.
Mondstadt, maybe
We can
not.
sit down and discuss the
I bet Natalie and Snezhnaya aren't.
advance.
Of course, of course. Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan?
No.
And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
And you're one of them.
Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
Oh yeah, because there's another act, isn't it? So I guess this is the sum. This is the end of this act.
I take it
Because there's one more after this, I think.
Don't worry,
Which I'm not doing
Captain.
today, but
Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it.
according to
I
Kate.
knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanhe appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to learn.
As for the next step,
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gaming?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of tea, wasn't it?
Investment, as Ningguang would say. We pulled
You
together
can
the morale
sell
so
it.
that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontanians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh.
Why is everything cake?
Okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment. Are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea.
About
I
moving?
hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just help.
Okay.
Okay. It's not gonna tell us, it's gonna skip.
It's like this.
Yep, it's gonna skip. Whenever they sigh just before they're about to say something, so if they say if they sigh and then say so, it's over. You're not hearing. I guess we get to see it in the next act, and I'm guessing it ends right here.
We need to do those things we talked
Fuck.
about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it to our kite.
And now it's over. What? Because the kite stop. How about I go to your mum's bed? How about that? Yeah, take that Hoyo verse. Hello.
Hello again.
Hi.
Welcome back. I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before.
No problemo, amigo.
My daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day. She even wrote a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
Aww.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was so long ago for
I'll be
me.
sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have it.
There's one with a jade chamber there?
One of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Ah, yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge. The directions are in the box. It's not...
Well, because we babysit your daughter.
For us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
All right, then. Thank you. Phew, it's done. Let's get down to business.
I do like all the lanterns. I wish they were out like all the time. Or like just at night. This is so much longer than daily commissions, actually. Oh, wait. Okay, this is an animation. Cutscene.
Chi-Chi, we're almost there.
Oh, that's a cool one. And that's going to be used in so many AMVs. Because it's perfect for transitions. Hey, is that Madam Pink in the back there? Ganyu Shenhe. Hello.
Come here, allow me.
The lantern rite is as festive as ever.
Oh, it's really beautiful though. It's rendered really nice.
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Oh, it just suddenly becomes night. Oh, all the lights are dimming. God, look at that statue, that's so cool. It looks like a yaksha. It might be a yaksha. Huh? Wushu dancing! Oh, it's gonna be calming! Alright, how is he on the water then? That's my question. What? Glass floor, huh? How is he just flying there, mate? Oh, it'll be a Cloud Retainer, won't it? Animo and that. Looks cool. It definitely does look cool. Stads! What are you beating up people's lanterns for? Oh, is he making something out of him? Or maybe not. It's cool. It's definitely very cool. How is he standing on it? What's he weigh? A pound? The millilith. Shall I get a picture? Oh, that's a really nice one.
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Ah. Wait, is this the finale of it? I thought there was something else we had to do. This feels like the finale. Maybe it's just an epilogue. I mean, that was cool. That was really cool. Very pretty. Very pretty cutscene. What's going on with that? Oh.
Wait, the wind.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh.
Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite.
Aw. It's actually really, really wholesome. It's so nice. This is actually like why Genshin is as good as it is. And then they do this. Aw. A kite of it. That's actually very emotional. That's really emotional. Wow.
Yaming's performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in. You saw that, right?
Wow.
Let's go find him. Oh, he's over there, talking to his dad.
So I'm not. I didn't like care too much about the story of this quest. At least it wasn't. It didn't grab me too much, but that last act was definitely the better one. Like with Zhongli talking to him and everything, that was really cool. and Shenhe and Janyon talking as well. That was cool. That ending was phenomenal. That made this quest so much better. The ending with what's his name? Gowing's dad, basically. The ending of him having the wushu dancing. I can't remember what it's called. But the little animal there, like the kite of that, and standing there and him running up to Gowing running up to him with that was phenomenal. It was rendered very beautifully as well. I think each character had their little moment as well, with like Shenhe and Ganyu, and Charlotte and Keqing, you know, Zhongli and Hu Tao, right? It's nice to see that. The Garming thing was very well choreographed. Zhanyun, Cloud Retainer, having that little wind blast as well was very nice. It was an amazing cutscene that made the quest so much more phenomenal.
Thank you, little girl.
And that is
Do you want us to walk you back?
genuinely like the peak of Genshin, is when they do that kind of thing. Because that's something that Genshin can do, is they can make these things a little bit more grounded and personal. And it feels like your friends and family. And that's very well done as well. Because I did that earlier.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
Your
Yip tak.
performance. I've seen many wushou dances in my time, but I've got to admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is.
What a
As
great
long as you
resolution.
put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome.
What a
in time.
great resolution.
Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for...
No, but dad lore is always the best.
What I really want to say is, I've changed my mind.
It's so crazy how your dad can just like
Much
drop the
like this
craziest
time,
lore out of nowhere.
You also deserve to soar to new heights.
They really ran with the kite metaphor, didn't they?
Son,
son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
It was Zhongli.
A little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but...
He's gonna say I love you?
Gaming,
Ah.
you've always...
Just say you love him. It's your son. He's your son.
Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
Just hug. Just hug. That's all you need. Yeah, there you go. Wow, they actually made a hug animation. I don't think they've done that before.
The two of them talk things through like this really
They need that for
takes
a
time
lot
and
of things.
accomplishment.
They need hug animations.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
Go.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
It has been done so well at the end here. There was a bit of a stumble at the beginning, but and I'd say probably for the majority of the quest there's been a bit of a stumble, but the ending was really well done, and the cutscene was one of the best.
Smile you got there, Gummy.
The cutscenes always get better, I feel like.
Really?
No, because they've always been good. I mean, that fucking
Nothing to be
traveler fight
embarrassed about.
in the first Dainsleif quest you get is so well choreographed. Like, they've always had good cutscenes. I think the good thing they've done is they make cutscenes longer. They've done well at making cutscenes longer. They used to be stupidly short.
I'd like to
If you
find
go back,
Auntie
they were
Sharon,
so short
as well
before.
as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and go fly a kite.
There is one more of these quests though, isn't there? I mean, there's my dailies done. Am I crazy or is there one more? I'm not going to do it right now. I'll save it, but I just want to check. Yeah, there is one more. I'm guessing it's short. You and Pamela have been at a loose end lately, so you decide to visit Chaoying Village. Oh. Oh, okay, so this will be something new. Interesting. Hustle and bustle. So, I mean, this feels like the end. This feels like it's going to start something different. Wait, am I crazy? Was that a snowman? Look at this. Why is that a snowman? Odd. Very odd. This doesn't get me anything else, does it? No. No, it does not.
Navigating the world is a lot easier with a few different identities.
I need to do commissions. We'll do it anyway. And, yeah, commissions and exploration. And then, in fact, do I have any thing to be updated with in terms of the video yet? I don't think so. It's a bit of a shame that I haven't been able to like talk about the video here because I don't think anybody's seen it, which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to have done that. I thought it would have been a good idea to do this. I don't think it was a bad idea by any means. I don't know. I think if I had done this for any of my other videos, other theories, I think it would have been better. But I think having left the channel for so long, I think it's suffering a little bit. So that's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. I was considering wishing for Zhan Yun, but I don't know now. There's still 3 days, just under by 7 minutes, 3 days. Which is time. It's time. I can definitely wait on it a tiny bit longer. And I guess I will do. If I do wish for it, I'll probably be in a stream though. So in the next 3 days, there will probably be another stream. Or at the very... If not, then, you know, I've not wished for it. But hopefully, yeah, there'll be another stream in the next 3 days. Whether I wish for her or not. But yeah, that's all from me. If you haven't yet, check out the video I just uploaded. About 2 hours ago. It's what actually is this picture of Celestia in the Genshin Impact theory on this channel, ChopChop02. So yeah, if you haven't seen it already, give it a watch. It's quite interesting. I think you'll hopefully learn some stuff. And I think it's a fun theory to explore. So, until next time, that's all from me. Chop out.